The siren wailed, a banshee cry swallowed by the humid New Orleans night. Elijah froze, the paint roller heavy in his hand, splattering a rogue streak of turquoise across the pristine white wall. This wasn't the usual police run, not the petty squabbles that echoed through the Tremé neighborhood like jazz riffs. This was different. This felt urgent. Elijah, a young artist, found solace in the vibrant colors he splashed onto canvases, a stark contrast to the muted reality of his life. He inherited his talent from his grandmother, Mama Odette, a woman whose spirit was as fiery as the sunsets she painted, despite the hardships life had thrown her way. He lived in her shotgun house, a legacy filled with her artwork and the whispers of her wisdom. His focus shifted from the wall to the rhythmic thump in his chest. He peered through the cracked blinds, his heart sinking as the flashing lights solidified his fear. They were outside Mrs. Dubois' bakery, a place as sweet and comforting as the woman who owned it. Mrs. Dubois, with her warm smile and even warmer beignets, was a cornerstone of the community, a matriarch whose kindness knew no bounds, a knot formed in Elijah's stomach. He knew Mrs. Dubois had been battling a greedy developer who wanted to tear down her bakery to build some soulless condo complex. He had seen the stress etched on her face, the weariness in her usually bright eyes. Elijah rushed out, the paint roller abandoned on the floor. The air hung thick with anticipation. A small crowd had gathered, their faces etched with concern. He pushed his way to the front, his blood turning to ice when he saw the sold sign plastered across the bakery's window. Mrs. Dubois slumped against the door, her shoulders shaking. The developer, Mr. Sterling, a man with a smile as cold as the steel of his buildings, stood nearby, talking on his phone, oblivious to the devastation he had wrought. Rage simmered within Elijah, a familiar fire fueled by years of witnessing injustice. But this time, it wasn't just anger. It was a profound sense of loss, a feeling that something precious was being stolen from their community. He approached Mrs. Dubois, his voice soft with concern. Mrs. Dubois, what happened? She looked up, her eyes filled with tears. He offered me more money than I could ever dream of. Said it was my chance to finally retire, to live comfortably. I thought I was doing the right thing. Elijah understood. The weight of years, the constant struggle, the relentless pressure. It could break even the strongest spirit. But he also knew that Mrs. Dubois' bakery was more than just a business. It was a symbol of resilience, a testament to the power of community. An idea sparked in his mind, a risky, audacious plan that could either save the bakery or shatter his own dreams. He would use his art, his grandmother's legacy, to rally the community to show Mr. Sterling that the bakery was worth more than just bricks and mortar. He spent the next few days transforming the abandoned lot next to Mrs. Dubois' bakery into an outdoor gallery. He painted murals celebrating the history of the neighborhood, the faces of its people, the vibrant spirit that made Tremé unique. He incorporated elements of Mama Odette's art, her bold colors, and her unwavering belief in the power of hope. The community responded with overwhelming support. People donated supplies, volunteered their time, and shared stories of Mrs. Dubois' kindness. The aroma of her beignets, even though the bakery was closed, seemed to linger in the air, a constant reminder of what they were fighting for. As the gallery neared completion, Mr. Sterling paid a visit. He stood before the murals, his face unreadable. Impressive, he said, his voice devoid of warmth, but ultimately pointless. The bakery is mine. It's not about the bakery, Mr. Sterling. Elijah replied, his voice steady. It's about the heart of this community. You can buy the building, but you can't buy our spirit. The opening of the gallery was a celebration. Music filled the air, children danced, and the scent of beignets miraculously baked by Mrs. Dubois in her own kitchen wafted through the crowd. The murals glowed under the soft light, a vibrant tapestry of hope and resilience. As Elijah watched the community come together, he realized that he had tapped into something deeper than just nostalgia. He had awakened a sense of pride, a reminder of their shared history and their unwavering commitment to each other. The next day, Mr. Sterling called Mrs. Dubois. He offered to sell her the bakery back at the same price he had paid her. He didn't explain his change of heart, but Elijah suspected that the outpouring of support, the sheer force of community, had given him pause. Mrs. Dubois reopened her bakery, her smile brighter than ever. The aroma of beignets once again filled the air, a sweet symphony of hope and resilience. Elijah continued to paint, his art now infused with a newfound sense of purpose. He had not only saved the bakery, but had also discovered the power of his own voice, the power of art to heal, to inspire, and to unite. He learned from the adversity that resilience comes when the community works together. The sirens still wailed occasionally in the New Orleans night, but now, when Elijah heard them, he also heard the echoes of laughter, the murmur of conversation, and the sweet, comforting scent of Mrs. Simon Dubois' beignets. He knew that as long as the community stood together, their spirit would never be broken.